You want to do the intro?
Oh! Oh, fuck. What did I decide on that shit?
I don't know.
This is a great start.
Welcome to how our lives are just in general. We're like, we made a decision. Great. What was it? Who knows? Who took notes? Notes? Who was taking notes? I didn't know we had to take notes. We never had anything together.
Did you, if you sent it in the, you know what, just go off the fly.
Yep. We're
Yeah.
winging it.
There you go. Well, welcome to our lives. This is three best friends. Three best friends. There you go.
What's the, you're the host, so what's the
Oh yeah,
topic?
I'm the host. I'm the host. My name is Burma Sugar. Got Not Cute Peaches, and then that other chick.
Okay.
I forgot what you changed your deal to.
Thanks for shitty jokes.
Did you?
I'll read that right, so.
Don't worry, I'll say what you said louder and people will laugh.
I hate you. I hate it so much. Me literally said something to you on the phone. You're like, I was thinking this. And I was like, I literally just said that. Did you? Yes.
It's only us two. You're like, it's still happening in groups of two.
I'm like, why is this happening?
Okay, Miss Bree.
Alright.
I think we talked about talking about how we met.
Yep.
So I'm gonna let you go first.
Me go first.
Yes, ma'am.
You're the host.
Okay. I'm gonna start completely out of order. I only met
Okay.
Lauren because of Shelby. And Maren and I met at a sexy lingerie photo shoot she was hosting. That Shelby said that they were going to in Fred Meyer's. Her and I were in Fred Meyer's walking around. She's like, oh shit, I almost forgot. I was supposed to go to this lingerie photo shoot with my friend Maren. And I heard Maren's name a couple of times and I was like, this bitch sounds classy as fuck. And I was like, I wanna go. And she was like, I was like, oh, can I go? I totally don't mean to totally jump all over your plans, but I'm totally gonna jump all over your plans. That sounds like so much fun. Can I please go? And at this time, I'm a stay-at-home mom to 3 children. And my son is barely 1. And I'm like, please let me be around people. Let me get out of the house, I beg thee. And she was like, yeah, let me ask Maren. Maren doesn't like it when people just drop in and stuff, so let me make sure she's okay with that. And so she called her and she was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Did not tell her that I had to bring the 1-year-old for a couple of hours. Did not say a fucking thing that the child was coming. Maren, fucking trooper. She was just like, oh, like when the kid showed up, she's like, Shelby, can I talk to you for a minute?
I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. Like, that was like the way my mom talks to me. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to scold you in front of this group of people, but I am going to scold you.
Yep. So we did the photo shoot. The 1-year-old was off to the side while everybody was doing sexy schmexy stuff, but when you had your clothes on, he could be near it. And he saw us posing in front of the camera, and so when somebody got up, he went in there and he posed. Oh my gosh. That little man. He did pretty good. Martin sent me the photos. It was really cute. There's a little heart. He threw some roses up in the air. It was a good time. And then after that, oh god, do we mention our mortal enemy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all have a mortal enemy, and we call her that just because she sucks. Her name is Rika Tika Tavi. And
Yep, that tracks.
yeah. To be fair, this makes us sound like assholes. Ricky is partially deaf. She has hearing aids and stuff. But she would use that as an excuse. It's like she wanted to fuck Shelby, to be quite honest.
She did.
She was always about Shelby, Martha, Shelby, you're too close. I want to sit up front, guys, because I can't hear. I can't hear it all in the back. But then when she was in the back, she'd be like, "That's not what I said."
Man.
Yeah, she
talked
told
to
me.
us like we were all dating or something.
Yeah, I remember one time she was not respecting boundaries of mine. She had said something really insensitive to one of my friends, and a friend that I've been friends with for a very long time. And I told her that I just needed space. I needed time to think over, her actions, and if we, we're going to continue being friends. And the insane thing she messaged me was, "You're not breaking up with me over this." I was like, when were we dating? When were we together?
The whole time we were all in what's more than a throuple?
A throuple.
A throuple. We were in a throuple.
Yep. A big polyamorous relationship.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Polyamorous.
But I supplied you throuple.
And I like throuple better, to be quite honest. So.
All right, sorry, Bree. Continue.
Hold on, I'm corralling children. I gotta kick them.
Yes.
How's Peanut Butter Baby?
Peanut Butter Baby is still Peanut Butter Baby. It's mostly cleaned up. She's got that luxurious peanut butter skin. A little bit of red marker. I don't know where the fuck the red marker came from.
Well, haven't you heard of that new skin treatment? Peanut butter and red marker.
I
Yeah.
do it all the time.
I mean, how do you think she gets her skin looking so flawless? I came over this morning and she was covered in peanut butter. I was like, "Hey," and she was like, "I need help washing this off."
Stand in the shower and spray me, okay?
I was like, "I'll do you one better. Let's take you out and spray you with the hose."
I'm gonna take you up back.
Can you go ahead and record that for later?
But yeah, no.
When I took my kid home, that I had left my stuff there. I was like, "Hey, is it alright if I just leave this here real quick? I'm just gonna take my kid home. I've got a couple snacks." And at first, Ricky was like, "Yeah, that should be fine." And I'm like, "I'm not asking you. I'm asking Marin." And so Marin goes, "Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead." And so
I forgot about that.
yeah, I moved his stuff off to the side and had left it there. And then Ricky had messaged me. She had texted me and was like, "Can I have some of the chips that was there for my son?" Chips. Okay. And I was like, "No, those are my son's." And she goes, then she ended up talking shit to Marin immediately. Going like, "Can you believe her that she left all this stuff here?" Here, give me a second. I'll be right back. You'll talk.
Oh my god. She said chips and they were like, "Oh, I want chips."
Now, to be fair, you and Bree were gone for like 2 hours, though. You were
I don't remember
like,
being gone for that long.
you dipped. You were like, "I'm gonna go with her to drop her kid off." And then you guys were just gone and left me with Ricky for so long. And so by the time you guys got back, I had your shit packed. And I was like, "Just take it. Go.
I was like,
And take her. I'm done."
Yeah. Yeah. That was wild. Well, I know that Bree had her blood sugar or something was dropping, and she was like, "I have to go get something to eat," which is one of the reasons why it took us so long. And then we dropped her kid off and all of that. And we were like, "Oh."
Yeah. Oh, and then I was also irritated because I hadn't really gotten many photos of me either. I was like, I got photos of everyone. They disappear for 2 hours, leaving me with this girl who's like, "Can you believe this?" And I'm like, "Why are you mad? This is my home."
What are you upset? This is my fucking house.
My house.
I was like, "You don't get to be mad. If anyone should be mad, it's me." But I'm having to sit here because I'm a nice person and console you and be like, "Oh, they'll be back soon." I'm texting Shelby, "Where are you? Where are you right now?" "Well, we have to go get food and da-da-da." And I'm like, "Okay, when you get here, just pick up your stuff. I'm done." And she was like, oh God, no. Oh no.
I felt so bad. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, no, and it turned out that way because my husband was being a pooper. He was all mad because he was stuck at home with a couple of the kids right after he had gotten off work, and he was like, "We gotta at least go get him food." And I was like, "You can't make him nothing. I'm tired."
Wow. But yeah. So that was fun. And then Marn and I met. Well, the first time we met was in Super Bear.
Yeah.
And I was going to the drink aisle, and there she was, standing there looking at drinks. And we had been following each other on Instagram for like probably a couple of years or something at that point. And I had seen her post so many times, and I always thought, oh my gosh, she's so cool. And I'm this little shy homeschooled kid, and I'm like, wow, she's so cool. Look at her hanging out with her friends. And then I see her in the drink aisle. I turn around, and I'm like, no, it's fine. We're just gonna go back, and maybe we'll even say hi. And I get in there. I say nothing. I'm in this aisle. Marn turns. She looks at me. She's like, hey, and I immediately walk as fast as I can past her and don't make eye contact. And I'm like, oh, God. She looked at me. I was acting like she was a celebrity or something.
He's the first I've only seen online.
And I'm over here like, damn, I thought I was gonna make a new friend. Guess not.
She's like, we're the same age and everything. Maybe we can get along. No.
No, she just was like,
oh my God. That was what? We were like 16 at that time.
Yeah, we were 16. But then we met again at 19. And I trained her. We were working at Joanne's Fabrics. Ooh. Honestly, some of the
one shake, right?
Oh yeah, one shake. Sorry, Caleb, if you're out there. But so, wow, my brain. So I was training her at Joanne's Fabrics. I was like, I think I follow you on Instagram. She's like, I think I follow you on Instagram. We acted like that prior interaction never happened. What was that, Bree?
I said, Shelby saying, I think I follow you, and she definitely knows.
Well, I knew I followed her too, but I was like, last time I tried to interact with her, she just ignored me. So we're going to play it real cool. Like, I think, but then I proceeded to overshare everything about my life with her in that entire training session. Such as things that include my Shelby was very sheltered and homeschooled in a religious household, and so she's like, oh, I didn't even know you could do those things.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. Just telling her so much that she does not need to know.
So many arms, so many parts, so much sweat. And she's just like,
well, and then for some reason, I was talking about how I could never be friends with someone who isn't a supporter of the LGBTQ community.
And at the time,
and she was like, oh yeah, same, me too.
was not same, because at the time, I think, 2 weeks before that at Glacier Gardens, you were like, gays are from the devil. And I was like, what the fuck, man?
2 weeks? No. By the time I was working at Joanne's, I'd been done with Glacier Gardens. But
really,
it was like earlier that year that I had become okay with LGBTQ because of my like very Christian homeschool family that I grew up in. And I was like, you know what? Actually, LGBTQ is kind of cool. Like,
she's like, wait,
I like that.
They're not that bad.
Like, wow, actually. So, no, Yeah, I was sitting there and she told me that, and I was like, she can never know. I can never tell her that I was not a supporter, or she was gonna hate me for the rest of my life.
And I do. I hate her so much.
So much that we moved to the same city together.
We sound like we like packed up and moved together. This is why people think we're a couple.
We're not. I'm married to a man.
She is happily, and I am single happily. But yeah, so she was a homie, and she found out I'm lame and I don't drive. Still lame and don't drive. But so she was like, "You want to ride home?" And I was like, "Hell yeah." Now, I need to preface, I was 19. I hit on anything that moved at the time, okay? So Shelby, she seemed like very sweet and shy, which is so my type in women. And she's not, by the by. That's not how she is at all. So I was like, "Have you ever been with a woman before?" And she was like, "Ha ha, no." I'm very straight. And I was like, "Oh, chill. Well, if you ever decide otherwise, hit me up." And she was like, "Thanks," while driving, just terrified. And yeah, so that's how Shelby and I met. Let's see.
And became friends that day.
Yep, that's how we became friends. We hung out for a year, didn't talk for a whole year, and then came back together.
That's a story for another time,
Yeah,
though.
that's another day.
Oh, is it another day? Because I was about to jump right into that, and I have no clucks about that.
We gotta save some stuff for the future, Bree.
Did you say
okay.
no clucks?
She did.
I am trying not to be a sailor and get canceled.
No clucks about that one.
Yeah, because I am a sailor. So many curse words are about to flow out of my mouth. And Marin told me to be good. I am doing my best.
We just don't want to get banned. We want to be able to, like, do this.
Get through one whole live without being banned.
They told
Like,
me right here. Here it is. The level of humor that I have is extremely dark. They told me not to say live, laugh, toaster bath. I couldn't do it. It's not fair.
I'm free. Did you hear her wheeze? Live, laugh, toaster bath. I'm sorry, but you saying "I can't give no clucks" is the most Kansas thing I've ever heard
That's
you say.
what I was thinking. That's why I was like, did you say clucks?
That's right, Bill. I'm over here on a farm in Kansas, y'all. And I just went ahead and want to let you know that I just rounded up all chickens, goats, cows, and horses. And then we went on a big, long trail ride, all right? Why is it that I immediately went to mimicking my special needs brother? That's what's wrong with me. That's what's wrong with me.
Oh, God.
Brandon, you don't understand.
Listen, Brandon.
Listen, Brandon.
Listen, Brandon, my special needs brother has schizophrenia, and he's got ADHD, bipolar, he's autistic. I mean, he's got so many, and he's got all these personalities. He's got Bart and FIFO and Billy, and he's got a horse named Mixie, and when he's really nervous, there is a freaking eagle called Marahutic that he just lifts his arms up and screeches and goes, "Rah!" It's great. It's good stuff. Just have a 6'4" man just going, "Rah!" or
What's wild is I feel like people wouldn't believe you unless, they knew or like had known. And there was a one time I talked to him on the phone. Or no, I didn't talk to him. I heard you talking to him on the phone.
yeah, because he had called me about his
I just remember him saying, "Brandon, I need to make my payments." And you're like,
I need to make my payments. And so I said, "Steven, I ain't taking none of your payments." And he goes, "Brandon, quit mimicking me. You know I don't like it."
And everything comes with interest.
Interest.
Everything
Yeah.
comes with interest. He's happy to loan you 25 cents, but the next day it's $20. What is that, 200% interest? That's ridiculous.
It's not 25 cents, it's 200 today.
$200, Brianna.
You owe me interest. I love that. It's the funniest thing in the world to me.
Interest.
Love my brother. Listen, only I can make fun of my brother. Anybody else does, and it's war.
We've all been sitting here the past.
Literally, I'm sitting here like, right, okay.
I mean, like,
She's telling
genuinely.
this really serious story of how her mom almost like bled out and stuff, and Martin and I are over here like, oh, being stupid, and then I heard you say that, and I was like, oh, God.
Oh wait, no, we can't do
Oh,
that.
I think matters.
No,
I know,
I
you
just like
and I
someone
both
comes
went,
up to them and they're like
Yeah.
super mean to my brother. That's when I'm ready to fight somebody. Cause he's special needs. He means no harm.
Are you making balloon animals over there, Bree? What is that sound?
Oh, I'm just trying to have fun.
It's like, I'm just trying to learn a new hobby. That's why her camera's actually on. She's been making balloon animals.
It's my third job. I'm
I
a
mean,
clown for hire.
she's already a pretty good clown. You probably don't even need to go to clown school.
I hate it here.
Now I hear a chicken.
I don't know.
That's a good.
I'm a pretty good chicken.
Also, I keep thinking about how much both of us are like, we're all like moving so much. It's ridiculous.
There's something wrong with us.
We can't just sit still. We're like,
It's our ADHD.
that's stupid.
Moving all the time. All right, Bree, you want to talk about how you and Shelby met?
Sure. I met Shelby when she was like 14 and I was 20 working at Petco as a dog groomer. Her mom would come in and talk all kinds of crap about her husband inside the groom room, hiding from the cameras, talking to my boss. I know unspeakable things because I was friends with Shelby's mom first. I would say an acquaintance. And sometimes she would bring Shelby in. Shelby would have to stand underneath the camera too so she couldn't be seen. And Shelby would always end up standing next to me. And 14-year-old Shelby would just wave her arms like a crazy child, couldn't stand still, so they just randomly see hands in the camera, like, what was that? It was like a dog. It was a dog's tail. And
Oh my god.
then
Okay, my favorite part is when you're sitting there trimming the dog, and I'm like, wow, how do you like not cut the nipples off? And I'm swinging my arms back and forth. Like,
yeah, and I'm just like, Lisa, come get your fucking kid. Yeah, what is going on?
I had completely forgotten about that because by the time we had like actually met and like got to really know each other, it was when we worked at Glacier Gardens together.
Yeah, and it turns out it was only 2 years later.
It was only 2 years later. But
A lot
like,
of growing up happened for Shelby in 2 years.
Yeah.
Trauma will do that to you.
oh. Facts.
Yeah, we worked at a place called Glacier Gardens in Juneau, Alaska, where they give tours up the mountain and stuff. It's actually a really pretty place. It's a horrible place to work, but a wonderful place to visit. If you are a guest, it is the most amazing place you'll ever go to.
No.
But well, that's where we had met, and I was actually friends with her older brother, Nick. And he was like, yeah, that's my sister Shelby. And I was like, bet. And then he and I Naruto runned up to our carts to give tours. We got everyone doing it. We got literally everyone doing it. Even Shelby was like, bet. Like, fucking everyone just raced to our carts like Naruto run or ridiculous runs. It was fantastic.
I did that when I was a kid. That was something that Nick and I and like all of our little neighborhood friends, we would all just be running in circles in our little cul-de-sac that we lived in and just do the Naruto run.
And then Shelby and I were relatively friends. I kind of weirded Shelby out while I was there. Because a lot of the people that would come through there would have all these horrible things that would be happening, and they would just, for whatever reason, tell me all about it. So I just got used to the fact that I was about to hear everyone's traumatic backstories. Let me hear your traumatic lore, young small person. Or person in your 40s.
Lore.
Man.
Yeah, I was the counselor of Glacier Gardens, apparently.
Counselor. You were the counselor of Glacier Gardens.
I was the counselor.
It's like the Krampus version of Santa Claus.
Exactly.
The counselor.
This is the
Smoking
counselor.
copious amounts of cigarettes to deal with the stress on the back porch by the dumpster. They just come up to me and tell me your lore, and I'll give you advice.
It won't be good advice, but it'll be advice.
It'll be advice. Shelby and I then met later and actually became friends after I had gotten married and had had some kids. And she ended up working at the same place as my husband. My husband was the supervisor, and my husband had worked at Glacier Gardens with me too for a little while. So Shelby was like, "Oh, I know you. You're Bree's husband." And he was like, "Yeah, I am. Go to work." And so and she ended up becoming really good friends with Dave, and we started playing D&D together. And then we kept trying to hang out outside of D&D, and then ADHD, we would both forget that we were supposed to hang out, and then 2 days later be like, "Oh no, dang it."
Yep.
And then when Dave passed away, that was when Shelby and I like really became close friends. And
Yeah, it just took someone dying for us to be like, you know what, we should really hang out.
fuck that shit. We're gonna genuinely hang out. We're gonna actually hang out. Let's go grab some pizza and totally pig out. Shredder, where?
Yeah, dude. Oh.
Oh, Arm was brought into the fold. And then Shelby went out to go chat with my younger brother who was having lady issues, and they were able to be similar about the problem they were having. And then Marin and I were attempting in my house on the couch to find any commonality, and then just trauma bonded. Just quickly trauma bonded. They were like, "No, no." And we ran outside. We're like, "Shelby, you have to be in here. We're trauma bonding. It's too much." And that was when Marin and I became close. I think what really cemented the friendship was the hatred of one person, which was Ricky.
Yeah. Well, because I met you, so we met at the, lingerie photo shoot, and then you were kind enough to invite me along to D&D, which, I was really happy about, because I'd been wanting to try D&D out for a while. But then I remember I had just been going through a nasty little breakup.
Mm-hmm.
And Bree gave me some unasked for advice.
Yep.
And I just disappeared. I disappeared off of the face of the earth from her for a while. The only time I'd ever come around was if Shelby was there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Until I was like, "Oh, it's fine. Go over there by yourself." I was like, "What?" I was like, I can't go because I don't feel well." And you were like, "You know what?
Yeah, we make your D&D characters." And then we chatted that out, and I was like, "Sweet, I'll just shut my fucking mouth. I'll just do that. I don't mean,
well,
I don't
we're, close friends, and I don't mind when you just,
I'm like, "That's fucking stupid, Lauren. That's stupid."
I'm like, "You know what else is stupid? You." But, yeah, no, we did. We trauma bonded, and we were like, "Oh shit, we're very similar people, okay."
All right, yeah, that's great. That's great. That's good stuff. I love that. Shut up!
Both of us, our sisters couldn't support us being queer. Great.
Yeah, that's what's anybody else who finally comes out of the closet in a family that doesn't have any queer people, and your siblings are like, "I just can't support you. It's against God." And you're like, "Oh, okay." And so you don't get to talk to your sibling for forever, and then they decide that they message you, and they're like, "I want you to know that I've changed my mind. I understand it now because I have this friend that's gay, and we were able to talk about it. I'm like, listen, I'm so happy you're able to come to grips with this, but like, you can get fluffed. That's what you can do. You can totally get fluffed.
Yeah, because you couldn't do it for me, but you could do it for someone else.
Mhm.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh yeah, you know, a friend
And
is
they're
no
like, oh, let me
problem.
share these stories of my sister with you, person. And I'm so glad that could help. I'm genuinely happy that my stories and experiences could help somebody else. But I hate that they got your support and not me. I hate it.
I mean, I'm happy it helped her friend too, but I'm bitter, man.
Mhm.
I'm like, you're not even using your own experiences to help your friend. You're using your sister's experiences, who you shunned.
Yeah. And decided
Cool.
you weren't going to talk to. And it said that was against God and that it was just too hard for them and they couldn't. I couldn't be around somebody who could just forsake God like that. And now look at you. Now look up. Man, I thought we were close. We shared a womb. I was in there first. I carved my name in the sides, and you were like, I like this person. Straight up until you found out that I like different flavors. All right. It's just ice cream.
Flavors like tacos and burritos.
You're gonna. But anyways, now we both have really good relationships with our sisters, though. So
Yeah. Yeah, it just took a few years, you know.
yeah. And now my sister asks me ridiculous questions about it. She's like, "So you've really been with girls?" And I'm like, "Yes." What is it? What did it taste like? Yogurt. What do you want from me?
What did it taste like? That's awful.
He actually asking you that?
Yeah, she did. She asked me. She finally got really curious. She realized how toxic our family was with the religious stuff, and she was like, "I just want to know what it's like." And I was like, "Then go do it." No, I could never. That sounds gross. Like, then why are you asking me?
If you're really curious, taste your own product. I mean, girl.
I'm like, it tastes like nothing until it tastes like something. It's just got a little bit of a twang to it. That's all.
It's a little bit like salty water.
Yeah. It's got a little kick.
What is wrong with you?
So wrong.
He's being so crazy.
Oh, I'm just
Crazy.
remembering all the memes we made.
About Ricky crying?
Yes.
Oh my god. All these fucking memes.
All right, I want to get in on this story. All right.
All
So,
right.
as a little foursome we were at the time, we liked going out and partying every once in a while, having a grand old time. I personally like getting trashed and hitting on anyone in the vicinity of me.
Mhm.
Shelby liked getting trashed and threatening bodily harm to men. And Bree liked getting trashed and twerking like she was 21.
Oh, hell yeah.
Uh,
He's being friends with
Ricky-
everybody.
Ricky liked getting trashed and cheating on her boyfriend.
Oh
That's
no.
Ricky's fave. And then telling us that, oh my god, can you believe what he's doing?
Why is he flirting with me like this? I've only been telling him that I think he's so sexy.
For the past half hour, so he'll buy me a drink.
I'm loyal. I'm loyal.
Loyal. Can you get pregnant in your belly button?
Oh, no, we're gonna put a pin in that, okay? Pissing me off. So we went out. We didn't go out, actually. We were going to go out. And Ricky did not drive in the snow because her parents, this is a 26-year-old woman, I add, her parents said she wasn't allowed to drive in the snow.
Yay.
And so Shelby was like, that's fine. Being the good person she is, she's like, that's fine. I'll come pick you up. No problem. But we do have D&D that night, so we're probably going to get out around 10:30-ish, okay? Not exactly 10:30, but around that time. And Ricky was like, that's fine. And Shelby's like, and we're going to get ready after D&D. So, you know, you can get ready with us or you can get ready before. So Ricky's like, I'll get ready before. And we're like, yeah, no big deal. So again, D&D ended up running a bit long because we hadn't been able to get together for a campaign for a while. And we're all just having a good time. So we're keeping her updated. We're texting her being like, hey, you know, it's running a little bit longer. We'll be there soon, right? Well, she is getting upset. She's like, you said 10:30. And we're like, we said 10:30-ish. We ended up getting out around 11. And so we get to my place and we're getting ready. And I got ready before D&D because I'm anal about a time frame. So, or I used to be. I'm not really anal about it anymore. But so I was ready before D&D. So I'm just chilling as Bree and Shelby are getting ready, which is no big deal. I love just, you know, doom scrolling on TikTok and stuff. Bread and butter right there. So, yeah, except for today. So Ricky is texting me, hey, why aren't you guys here? Well, I let you know, D&D ran a little long. Shelby and Bree are getting ready right now. Now, Shelby is trying to put